So if I mixed Zesty Lemon Lime with Buttered Up, what would that be?
Zesty Lemon Lime and Butter Up.
Hey, hey Henry.
What's up?
What's going on?
Not much.
Say hi to all our viewers.
What's up? So Jason has me in his car. I don't know what he wants to do. He has all these air fresheners in here.
Basically, we're going to talk about air fresheners today because they're pretty much, you'd think they're standard, but there's some tips that we can give people on how to best use them and how to make sure that they're effective.
Yeah, that's actually a very big comment in all our videos.
Yeah.
Saying, how can I make my air freshener last longer?
Exactly.
And I know those tips.
Well, I mean, let's hear them.
My tips is, tip number one is you need to start off by vacuuming and clean up everything that's inside your car.
Yeah.
From hammocks, from dog hammocks, from carpets, from rugs.
Yeah, we've got one of those back here already.
You need to start by cleaning and removing everything. Then I'll clean up the surfaces. So including my dashboard, including my navigation screen, I need to have everything clean. So that's when I'll use a secondary cleaner, like total interior, inner clean it all up. Now my interior's finally clean, right?
So the reason you clean all that stuff up is obviously when you spray an air freshener, it'll smell good for a while, but if you leave the thing in there that's smelling bad, it's just masking it for a minute. You're not actually getting rid of what is the bad smell.
Yeah. And if you have a stain, clean the stain on the carpet.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people, I think that's like 80% people eat inside the car.
I mean, it's enough people where In and Out is definitely asking me if I'm gonna eat in the car or not. Most times I do. I eat the fries on the way home because they'll get soggy otherwise.
Yeah. Don't be Jason.
Yeah.
Save food for home. So you need to think about it. You go to a fast food restaurant, you get your morning breakfast, and now that odor is in your seats, it's in your carpet. It's everywhere.
So obviously when you're ready to apply the air freshener, the best place is the carpets, right? Because
carpets, footwells, under seats. So you spray it where people can't step in it. The more you step on the scent, it's going to move from your fabrics to your bottom of your sole, and you walk out and your scent's gone.
Makes sense. You're just getting rid of it by like kicking it up.
Yeah.
So tip number two is spray it in an area that
has
low traffic, but is still kind of hidden, and it's still on the ground, on the carpet, because you don't want to spray it on your dash or anything like that.
Don't spray it directly on your dash.
Yeah.
As a passenger, you always rest your feet all the way to the top. So on the passenger seat, you'll want to spray under.
Okay.
Because a passenger is never going to be riding like this. If he does, then kudos to him, but if I have both my feet like this, I'll be so uncomfortable.
That's true.
All right, so passengers always having their legs out, spray under the seat, in front of the seat though.
Nice.
Or even on the side, where the little handle is for the seat, but don't spray on the seat, spray on the carpet.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, cool.
So now you have two spots, and then moving on to the back seats. The back seats, everyone's going to be putting their feet under the seats, so that's when you just spray it on the carpet that leads up to the seat.
Okay.
So all these spots that you just sprayed, one, they're not receiving traffic. Two, it's a very hidden area. And three, it's going to make your air freshener last long. But there's also another pro tip what you could do while you spray on.
There is, and I think this is the one you guys taught me, which is AC flush.
Yes.
Oh, so how does that one work?
So you want to turn on your car. You'll turn on the AC. All right. So let me move all your air fresheners that you have right here, Jason.
We've got a good assortment.
Yeah, you have a good assortment. Then you'll
blast. I have a
it.
challenge for you coming up next as well.
Okay. You'll blast it. Obviously, I'll put it down for this video, but you would want to blast it.
Yep. Put it on circulate.
Circulate.
Right? So it's taking the air that's in the car from the footwell.
Yeah.
Blasting it through.
And then,
which is why, by the way, if your car ever smells like smelly feet, it's your passenger's smelly feet, because that's where the air is getting pulled from.
Yep.
So you better tell that person,
hey, you need something. So you do that, you put it in circulate mode, and that's when you spray on those areas.
Cool.
All right. If you want to give it since how Jason said, it does come from right here. Give it a couple of spritz, and that area. Obviously, that's going to be a sacrificial area because the passenger, as soon as he gets in, he starts stepping all over it. The scent will be onto his soles, but you still need to keep this in mind. You have the air freshener under the front seat and then on the carpet leading to the back seat. All right, so there's more hidden areas where you can spray it, but these are the areas we recommend you spray that.
Perfect.
Right? Because me personally, I spray Fresh Fade in my truck. Lasts me like a month and a half.
That's pretty good.
And I learned to do it that way, and I live by that way, and the easiest way.
And I guess that's another kind of little bonus tip there, is that just because you don't necessarily smell the air freshener doesn't mean other people don't, because you get used to it very quickly, and then
it's like a cologne.
Yeah.
You might not spray, but you walk past me and you have an amazing cologne on. I'm like, what is he wearing?
Yeah.
You're like, what? It's everyday life for you, so you get used to it. So you might not smell it how Jason said, but if a passenger comes in, like, oh, what's that smell? Because they'll smell it. It's a new scent for them. But if you want to re-smell it, put some coffee beans under there and you'll get your scent back.
Exactly. That's a good trick.
Yeah.
So that brings me to my next question, which is your favorite air freshener?
My favorite air freshener is Fresh Fade.
Fresh Fade?
Fresh Fade. I get a haircut every week. Fresh Fade is the way to go. I love the barbershop smell.
That's right.
But sometimes they make it fancy. And if I'm feeling kind of fruity, signature scent.
Signature scent.
But it goes Fresh Fade for me, Tom.
Okay. I like Cold Hard Cash for various reasons, but mostly because everyone loves Cold Hard Cash.
Yeah, Cold Hard Cash is a good scent.
Now, I do have a challenge for you, and this is a bonus tip that I kind of came up with, which is we have a variety of air fresheners. There's so many to choose from.
And this is just not like half of them.
This is only, I know.
Like not even a quarter.
So here's the thing. If you have multiple favorites, why not also mix and match them? So I decided that I can come up with flavor scenes that basically mix several air fresheners together to form a scene. Let me give you an example and see if you can guess what the scene would be. So if I mixed Zesty Lemon Lime with Buttered Up, what would that be?
Zesty Lemon Lime and Butter Up. That's popcorn.
That would be
popcorn and
like a movie theater.
You got the lime soda, you got the popcorn.
It's basically movie theater. So if you want to create movie theater scene, you just mix Zesty Lemon Lime with Buttered Up. Do one spray of each. So now I'm gonna ask you what you think these other scenes are. What would happen if I mix Rides and Coffee with Fresh Glazed Donut?
A donut shop.
A donut shop, or like a Starbucks, right? Yeah. What about New Car Smell and Leather Scent?
That's a fresh car out of the lot.
So
Buy
like
a
a
car.
dealership, right? Yeah. What about Signature Scent and Cold Hard Cash? Actually, don't answer that one. We'll let the viewers answer that one. All right, so if you guys can come up with your own scent mixtures and combinations, put them down in the comments below. Share those tips with other viewers. What scenes can you create by mixing up all the Chemical Guys air fresheners?
Rides and Coffee, Mom's Pound Cake.
Okay.
What does that scream out? Getting a little bit cold.
Oh, like winter time. Yeah. Like by the fireplace.
Yeah, by the fireplace.
All right. I like it. So if you guys want to pick up your air fresheners today, head over to chemicalguys.com or stop by your local detail garage. If you don't know where that is, go to chemicalguys.com and hit the store locator and find the nearest store near you.
And as always, thank you for sharing your passion for shine with Chemical Guys. Hey, you know how like rappers be like showing off their money?
Yeah.
Can I just show off all the air fresheners?
Yeah.